Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge.
Why?
What do you need?
What's going on with Mole? You're the first happy face I've seen in a good while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
You got any stock for an extra special customer like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone. But I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me, and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
Mole said I could have it. Oh, I'm not going to screw him over. I'd like to buy it from you.
This is a valuable piece, so it's gonna cost a lot. And that is The price isn't changing.
It's a lot of gold. If this leaves me short for anything I want from the quartermaster, I will be pissed. You drive a hard bargain, but it's a deal.
Yes! That's my first negotiation. Here. Pleasure doing business with you. Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Right, where's Mole?
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
Look, you're welcome and all, but I got to chat with bigger fish. Later.
Huh.
It's good to see you again. I'd ask if you've made any progress with your little problem, but the telltale twitching of your eye is answer enough.
You again. I'm sure your arrival isn't simply a coincidence.
My dear, nothing is coincidence. Mortals trifle themselves with free will, as if their betters have not molded every potential path ahead. No offense meant, of course. I'm sure everyone in Last Light thinks they could have changed things. They're not the only ones ripe for temptation, you know. My last contract here fed me for decades.
You're not responsible for the curse, are you?
Please, I would never leave such a mess behind. Far too much attention for so little gain. I never surrender knowledge for free, but one good turn deserves another, does it not? To repay you for the souls sent my way, I offer a taste of the truth. Ketheric Thorm, proud father, man of faith, utter fool. On the night the Harpers sealed him away, someone murdered his entire army in cold blood. Now who would possibly benefit from such a massacre?
Oh, let me
If you want
guess.
to know more, I could work the exchange of such precious knowledge into the terms of your future deal. But the time for quibbling over clauses and contracts hasn't quite arrived. You'll be limping back to me soon enough. Not with you, at least. Although I sense there's something your friend wants to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think
Vampling,
again.
I love it.
It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
Interesting. What are you talking about, Astarion? What scars?
You haven't told them. And you've kept your clothes on this whole time.
That's how we prefer him.
How unlike you. Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
God damn it.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Well, now you know.
Gods, that carving must have been excruciating.
Cazador worked on it from dusk until dawn, all with an ancient blade he called his needle. Cutting and tearing, starting over if I screamed or winced too much. It was a rough night. But what's done is done, so how about we stop talking about it and just get on with things? Although I should probably get dressed first.
Probably.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Wait, did he get dressed?
There must be something more we can do, Brand.
Yeah, he did.
My life. Can't give it time. We'll see victory yet.
Look, you're welcome and all, but I got to chat with bigger
Yeah,
fish.
that's not the cutscene I was expecting. I was expecting something I've seen somewhere else that obviously hasn't triggered.
Last night's best bargains right here.
Hiss! I say hiss!
Easy, kitty. I mean, you no harm.
And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it.
My intentions are pure. I only wanted to admire you up close.
I'll allow it.
Astarion approves. Astarion likes cats. Right, the specimen you are. How did you come to this place?
I slinked, of course.
Of course. Quietly admire the cat. No, you seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything interesting around here?
Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Just quietly admire his majesty.
You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Hiss.
Oh, his majesty. One of the cool cats.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
I'm surprised you did. What are you doing here?
I thought I'd scout ahead, check for any nasty surprises, of which I found a great deal.
And what did you find?
Shades, death, harpers, flaming fist, and this, of course, and the makings of an alchemist's workbench. Ingredients, too. There's a recipe I'm trying to replicate. Something that might help you. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others.
Of course I am.
In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort.
I like
You'll need
it.
if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
How did the Deep Gnomes get trapped in the towers?
They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. taken against their will by those cultists. If I ever get my hands on one of them... well... With you on the job, perhaps I won't have to find out. I'll do my part, according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The brilliant retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
Can I do anything to help?
Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No.
Gale?
But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
I don't remember talking to him here last time. I probably just missed him. Right, let's cheer Karlach up even more.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
She changed the tune quickly.
My gods! To your very good health.
To your very good health. Well, I'm not dead yet.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien.
Is it the
Answer me true
horns?
and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
It's trying to change me, to win me over, but I'm resisting its temptations.
And you're certain you will continue to resist?
Yes.
Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Who is he?
General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Gadrick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible.
Well, that's
We
not
met him
good.
on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. But experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
We may as well follow this thread. Invincibility, that's powerful magic. Thankfully, I have my own.
And the wit to know when it will not avail you, I think. We must try another way. Protected by your artifact.
How do you know about that?
Infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Gadrick is without his shield, the sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
We might even do it in the right order. A solid plan, except it puts me right in the line of fire.
You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection.
She's not wrong.
Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Gatheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Before you go, there's somebody else you should meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
I already have a lantern that protects me from darkness. Will we not saying the line? I take it we're not saying the line. I'm sure it's very fine, but lanterns have a tricky habit of going out when you need them. Oh, come on, Jaheira, don't do this to me. This isn't Pentiment. Let's not spurn the few gifts of gods choose to give us. Right, we need to do that again.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
Have you met Karlach?
Then speak.
We'll just do it this way.
Be shy.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Then speak.
This doesn't work either. It's like she's talking to me. Don't tell me we've ruined the little Karlach scene.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The shadows haven't consumed you.
Skipped. Alright,
Good.
skip to the end.
Then speak.
I've heard your name before. Where?
Some crusty balladmonger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard.
I feel your pain. My companion Volo is loose with the truth too.
Volo Thampledarm? Oh, that old fraud should be dust a century past. But then, lies live forever, and he's half made of this stuff.
Wow, I didn't know he was that old. So which is it?
There are as many versions of a tale as there are people to tell it. Let that satisfy you. And anyway, the heroics of old have done seemingly... We fight, we die, and we
Did
just
this in
hope
the
that when our time
original
comes, there is
playthrough.
someone else to take our place.
Surely you've made more of a difference than that.
The songs would have you believe we saved the realm's entire. Perhaps we did. They simply refused to stay saved.
Give it time.
Is there really no way you can trigger the Karlach conversation? That's annoying.
What's up for discussion? Don't even know if he'll ever recover.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres,
Where is he?
Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
What happened? Where's Zevlor?
Gone. And more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze. Begged us to surrender. But... they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
You did right. You do not want to be a prisoner of the Absolute.
Prison's the best I can hope for the ones we left behind. Zevlor seemed to think the cult wanted us alive. I almost hope he never found out why.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they got you too.
No, I'm the hero. Okay, well, let's be sensible. These are our people. I heard what happened. That people were taken to Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
We've seen his corpse. So sorry.
It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
Roland, the apprentice wizard.
Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leo were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
We'd go honesty. I'll let you know when I figure it out.
We're in the same boat then. That's somewhat of a comfort. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
Don't worry, I'll find them.
Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
I doubt you'd find out anyway, to be honest.
Last night's best bargains, right?
Right, where's the prick?
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Keep drinking like that and you won't be able to read your spellbook, wizard.
It's you. Don't you get tired of telling people how to live their lives? If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time.
Ophira said you risked everything to save her and the kids.
I tried. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened.
Then it's my responsibility to bring them back.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
I would like to see that. Umi, don't serve him anymore.
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
Have a gander at the finest.
I don't need to talk to Harpers. Maybe if we talk to...
shadows, isn't it? So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke
We bought a key.
while Baldur's Gate burns.
Does it open a lockbox? No.
We need a way into
No. We'll use a Starion for that one.
find one. What I won't do.
How do we do the Karlak Jahira thing?
Any help from Jahir
There's nobody in there.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
to save the city. But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stuff.
Didn't see a thing.
Sacrifice anyone.
What's that?
I saw something.
Taylor's doing her best. She shows no signs of waking. We can wait.
When the wielder deals cold damage, they also create a 4.5 meter circle of ice around the targets. Situational, but nice.
Best bargains, right?
The journal script is antiquated, but its pages look like they're barely aged.
Anyone who goes
How much longer must I languish here? I hope to be in Baldur's Gate 10 days ago. The blasted toll house keeper won't accept my papers. When Father hears about this, he'll be furious. I've read this before. There's something odd about this village. People skulk around like there's something to hide. The shrines to the Moon Maiden seem
She wants the same thing we do.
ill-tended and barren. I hope to learn more about Ketheric Thorm, the village's leader, but talk of him seems to put people on edge. I'm not sure I can bear another hour in this loathsome place.
Shows no signs of waking.
And nobody has found that.
But Baldur's Gate can't. If you have an alternative in mind,
Keys for something on the roof. Looks like we got to go to the roof then.
may know a way through the curse.
There is
Trinkets and doodads.
Lorik in this one,
Into those shadows is
so we may as well talk to her. How are you doing?
Air is ripe with magic.
We're doing okay. We have spells.
Another step.
any help from Jahir? She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
Last night's
She
best
doesn't care
bargains,
if
right here.
dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Lorik?
I don't suppose you found a way into the towers.
Not yet.
I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Azriel.
You know the name Gortash.
We've heard him mentioned before.
Considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash. I'm a Baldurian when it suits me. Lord Gortash. I thought he was no more than a councillor.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jahira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll meet again, God's willing.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Flame Colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art Colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
That name he mentioned, Thaniel, who is it?
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him.
That song, have you heard it before?
No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers.
Did you already check his personal effects?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
I'll see what I can discover.
Thank you.
What's that in his pocket? Looks official.
Oh, Astarion, your eyes never fail. Signy Art Color, rank Flame. Objective: to obtain information about current activities in Moonrise Towers and its environs. Headed by Ketheric Thorm of the region's ancestral Thorm family. Take lodging in Last Light Inn. Begin investigating in the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corroboration has yet been obtained. Note: the Regent's Thorm family are long-standing devotees of Selûne, but rumours indicate a Sharan enclave might be gathering momentum. Investigating report. Signed, Grand Duke Eltan.
So Gortash is a lord now.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Azriel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick.
We'll make him answer for what he did to you, as soon as we get to the city.
Oh, the city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Okay. Don't need to talk to everyone else. Floric isn't going to want to talk to us anymore.
Last Light's best bargains, right here!
Do you trust Jaheira? With my life? Then give it time. We will see victory yet.
Maybe after a long rest this'll trigger. I can see why the Astarion thing would take precedence. Freebies? Freebies? No freebies. Very little freebies. Oh, would you drink a mug of beer that's been sat on a bar for probably 1,000 years? I wouldn't. There's a nest on the roof.
Always room for more?
Arkan's Hoard. Is that the name of... what's it called? Joe Manganiello's character. Was he Arkon? There's a bit of a hole. Looks like a similar design to the lanterns. Charming little egg. Oh, Innkeeper's Key. Well, that'll open the Innkeeper's chest. Okay. What is a charming little egg? It's gone in food? Oh, I don't know if we should eat those. Who knows how long they've been out here? Stay away from that edge. That's a board, isn't it? Yeah. How do we get out there? Through that window? Is that a bench or something? Gale, where's your featherfall? I've never been up here. It's just boards. Queen of Ravens. Highlighted from the other chapters in this work by God's Little Pictures and artistic renditions of the events described. You read the following. In that time of shattered allegiances between elven gods, and with the adultation of the Shandar Kai elves in her pocket, the woman bid her followers elevate her to godhood. Do it, and I'll forge our broken pantheon, she said. Do it, and I'll make this thing sweet and synchronous again. And they did, all but the dissenters and her avid flock, who, during the ritual of godly ascension, tried to wrest power from the woman. At the crucial moment, she tore the dissenters apart, and with the ritual irrevocably disturbed, the queen and her Shandar Kai found themselves flung across the plains into the eerie and terrible realm called the Shadow Fell. The journey killed her, yet from the corrupted ashes she rose, a queen with both her eyes, and her serving birds as dark as her ambition. So was born the Raven Queen, mistress of life and death. The Raven... I know the Raven Queen from somewhere. There's so many places in this game that are just hidden. The Raven Queen, right. I assume it is a D&D thing. Because it... knowing how Matt Mercer works, it would be. But I'm pretty sure I know the Raven Queen from the Vox Machina animation. Which is the Critical Role guys on their first campaign. Which it's bloody excellent, actually. It is so well done. Really cool, like, adult animation. A Tiefling Harper.
Shadows lurking. Light inside. Look.
You alright? Don't think she's alright. Alright, gamer, thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good week. Oh, who's that? Was that a exclamation mark? Maybe not. We need to go and speak to Thingy.
Here we go.
I think that was an exclamation mark. Maybe it was the light catching off that. Just opens. Just like that. Why would I need the detention cell key? Nice. Is there anything interesting in any of these crates? No. Fair enough. Thieves' tools. Why would you leave thieves' tools in it? It's I suppose it is a. It's for the wine, isn't it? It's not for wine. Fancy dessert wine, very nice. We'll be drinking well tonight. Not sure about food, but we'll be drinking well tonight. Right, what else have we got? There's some nice sounding wine.
What's in here?
And some moldy carrots, obviously.
That might be worth a look.
Always Karlach. I might be wrong, but I think Shadowheart was good at spotting them as well, because she has a really high will. No, wisdom. Right, dig that up. Anything good? Starion has arrows at camp to pick up as well. Rancid. I'm sure this wine is just well aged. It's definitely not going to be corked or anything horrible. It'll be fine. We're never going to need to eat again.